roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Gomez,
Present.
Councilman Monk,
Here.
Councilman Linius is not in his seat. Councilwoman Lewis is not here this evening, Mr. Chairman. She's under the weather. Councilwoman Fauntleroy,
Present.
Councilwoman Holman,
Present.
Councilwoman Garrett Ward is not here this evening, Mr. Chairman. She had an illness in her family. Councilman Arway is not in his seat. Councilman James. Mr. Chairman,
Here.
you have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Councilwoman Fauntleroy, would you do the honor of giving, salute the flag in a moment of silence, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. A moment of silence for those that we've lost, specifically Councilman Holt, Councilman William C. Holt, and the victims of the fire, the family of that was victims to the fire in Orange. Thank you, Chairman.
This meeting, which conforms with the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Laws 1975, is a regular official city council meeting. Notices have been filed with our official newspaper, with the city clerk, posted on the regular bulletin board. The public is permitted to participate where stipulated on the agenda. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Chairman, Councilman Linius and Councilman Arway are seated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Public hearing, we have few public hearings this evening. The first is on ordinance number 41 of 2025, ordinance of the City of East Orange, County of Essex, New Jersey, granting a tax exemption and payments in lieu of taxes with respect to certain property identified as Block 363, Lot 16, 430 William Street, 17428 William Street, 18420 William Street, and 19418 William Street, and authorizing the execution of a financial agreement with 430 William Holdings Urban Renewal LLC in connection therewith.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Is there anyone from the public here wishing to address the member of council on ordinance number 41 of 2025?
Bright Avenue, East Orange, New Jersey. Good evening, City Council. This ordinance was presented on December 1st, 2025 at a last-minute virtual City Council special meeting where the set time went from 6 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. with extremely short notice posted on the internet from the City Council. The public had absolutely no ability to make any comments nor ask any questions about this ordinance, as a link to submit comments had not been made available. Furthermore, there was not a set deadline to submit comments either. This and other ordinances were the only items on the agenda to the December 1st, 2025 City Council meeting. A, this seems to be a luxury high-rise on a high-traffic, narrow street with insufficient parking. B, there is a design to have as little as possible off-street parking. And this is from an article. Brian Taylor, president of Taylor Architect and Design, says that the development was designed to minimize automobile use by maximizing the appeal of mass transit to encourage reduced parking and shared use parking solutions, to support the historic and architectural integrity of the community, and to support local arts and culture. The apartments themselves will be a mix of 7 studios, 84 one-bedrooms, 20 and 24 two-bedrooms. The building will offer a 3,000 square feet of indoor amenity space, outdoor roofing amenities, recessed balconies, bike storage, a package room, a trash chute, and secured covered parking. The 54 parking spaces will be in the form of a mechanical parking system, with the developer's exterior will utilize a variety of materials. C, this will only cause more lack of parking issues. Parking is a persistent issue for residents, especially tenants of the apartment buildings throughout the city. D, this only encourages developers to ignore the needs to have adequate parking for tenants. And E, more parking is needed for these buildings, not less. So I oppose the proposal for this building for lack of parking for tenants. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Jeffries. Is there anyone else wishing to address the members of council on ordinance number 41 of 2025? Seeing none, this portion of the hearing is closed. Madam Clerk?
Ordinance number 42 of 2025, ordinance of the City of East Orange, County of Essex, New Jersey, granting a tax exemption and payments in lieu of taxes with respect to certain property identified as Block 31, Lot 1, Block 40, Lot 1, and Block 180, Lot 1, 100 Sussex Avenue, and authorizing the execution of a financial agreement with 100 Sussex Urban Renewal, LLC, in connection therewith.
With 100 or 11?
Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak in regards to ordinance number 42 of 2025?
Virginia Jeffries, 236 Brighton Avenue, East Orange. This was presented on December 1st, 2025 at a last-minute virtual city council special meeting where the set time went from 6 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. with extremely short notice posted on the internet from the city council that same night. The public had absolutely no ability to make any comments nor ask any questions about this ordinance, as a link to submit comments had not been made available. Furthermore, there was not a set deadline to submit comments either. This ordinance and other ones were the only items on the agenda for the December 1st, 2025 City Council special meeting. A, this seems to be the site of the former Arcadia Gardens housing project. B, this is a mixed-use development without definitive parking, rather an estimate for parking. C, the multifamily unit residential building for rent or only to purchase? D, how many families per unit will there be for the proposed multifamily? E, for each multifamily unit, how many parking spaces will be provided? And F, how many parking spaces will be reserved for commercial parking? None of this is specified in the ordinance. It's rather vague, the parking accommodations and the type of use for these residential units. So there needs to be more clarity from the city council as to what will actually be built on that site of the former Arcadia Gardens project. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jeffries. Is there anyone else from the member of the public wishing to address members of council ordinance number 42 of 2025? Seeing none, this portion of the hearing is closed. Madam Clerk?
Ordinance number 43 of 2025, ordinance of the City of East Orange, County of Essex, New Jersey, granting a purchase and sale agreement between the City of East Orange and Greenwood Urban LLC with respect to certain property identified as Block 71, Lot 25.01, 63 4th Avenue.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to address us on ordinance number 43 of 2025?
Virginia Jeffries, 236 Brighton Avenue, East Orange. This was presented on December 1st, 2025 at a last-minute virtual city council special meeting where the set time went from 6 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. with extremely short notice posted on the internet from the city council. The public had absolutely no ability to make any comments nor ask any questions about these ordinances, as the link to submit comments had not been made available. Furthermore, there was not a set deadline to submit comments either. This and other ordinances were the only items on the agenda for the December 1st, 2025 City Council special meeting. A, this mixed-use building of 10 residential units will only have dedicated parking for 7 of these units. B, why? There is supposed to be at least 1 parking space per residential unit. C, this will add and increase to the lack of parking for tenants who will have to pay market rate rents for rent for these units. And D, more parking is needed as required by the city planning. And I oppose it because it's inadequate parking. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jeffries. Is there anyone else from the public wishing to address us on ordinance number 43? Seeing none, this portion of the hearing is closed. Madam Clerk?
Ordinance number 44 of 2025, an ordinance to transfer a city property to WG Developers LLC in the Greenwood redevelopment area under the auspices of NJSA 40:12A-1 et sec, known as the Local Redevelopment and Housing Law.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to address the members of council on ordinance number 44 of 2025?
Virginia Jeffries, 236 Brighton Avenue. This was presented on December 1st, 2025 at a last-minute virtual city council special meeting where the set time went from 6 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. with extremely short notice posted on the internet from the city council that same day. The public had absolutely no ability to make any comments nor ask any questions about those ordinances, as the link to submit comments had not been made available. Furthermore, there was not a set deadline to submit comments either. This and other ordinances were the only items on the agenda for December 2025 City Council special meeting. And because of the short notice and the vague writing of the ordinance, I question as to what this ordinance really is doing, and how involved is it? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jeffries. Is there anyone else from the public wishing to address the members of council on ordinance number 44 of 2025? Seeing none, this hearing is closed. Madam Clerk?
The final public hearing is on ordinance number 45 of 2025, an ordinance of the City of East Orange in the County of Essex, State of New Jersey, approving a long-term tax exemption and authorizing the execution of a financial agreement by and between the City of East Orange and 75 Halsted Street, East Orange Urban Renewal LLC pursuant to the long-term tax exemption law, NJSA 40:A-20-1 et sec.
Are there any members of the public wishing to address members of council on ordinance number 45 of 2025?
Virginia Jeffries, 236 Brighton Avenue, East Orange. This was presented on December 1st, 2025 at a last-minute virtual city council special meeting where the set time went from 6 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. with extremely short notice posted on the internet from the city council. The public had absolutely no ability to make any comments nor ask any questions about these ordinances, as the link to submit comments had not been made available. Furthermore, there was not a set deadline to submit comments either. This and other ordinances were the only items on the agenda for the December 1st, 2025 City Council special meeting. So, A, the related amenities are not specified in the ordinance. B, what are the related amenities for this building? And C, how many two-bedroom units will there be? So the ordinance lacks specific information as to what to the entirety of this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jeffries. Is there anyone else from the public wishing to address members of council on ordinance number 45 of 2025? Seeing none, this hearing is closed. Madam Clerk?
We have no presentations for this evening, no minutes for approval, no petitions and communications. Mayor's communication, we have none for this evening. Board and commission minutes received. East Orange Public Library Board of Trustees, November 13, 2025. East Orange Zoning Board, November 12, 2025. East Orange Planning Board, November 13, 2025. And East Orange Planning Board, November 5, 2025. No report of officers. Report of committees, Arts, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs, Resolution I-425, the Honorable William Charles Holt Memorial. Resolution I-426, Abigail Adams, Moving Records Commendation, and Resolution I-427, George Stephen Stu Flynn Memorial, Business Development and Zoning, Resolution I-428, Resolution designating One World Development Enterprises LLC as redeveloper of 161 Halsted Street in the Evergreen Square section of the Transit Village District. Resolution I-429, resolution amending Resolution I-42 to reflect the correct redeveloper name of Partnerships Community Development Corporation for properties located at Block 52, Lot 10 in the Greenwood redevelopment area. Resolution I-430, resolution authorizing the execution of a redevelopment agreement between the City of East Orange and Washington Bay Group 1 LLC. Resolution I-431, resolution authorizing the execution of a redevelopment agreement between the City of East Orange and SBF Urban Renewal 2 LLC. Resolution I-432, resolution authorizing the execution of a redevelopment agreement between the City of East Orange and Partnerships Community Development Corporation. Resolution I-433, resolution authorizing the execution of a redevelopment agreement between the City of East Orange and H&L Property Investors Corp. Resolution I-434, resolution designating Block 174, Lot 24-102 North Maple Avenue, Block 174, Lot 18.1, 122 North Maple Avenue, Block 462, Lot 34-543 South Clinton Street, Block 492, Lot 27-223 Amherst Street, Block 492, Lot 29-217 Amherst Street, Block 882, Lot 27-340 Dodge Street, Block 901, Lot 171, 173 North Park Street, Block 820, Lot 950 East Park Street, and Block 820, Lot 10, 46 East Park Street as non-condemnation redevelopment areas, and directing the planning board to incorporate those sites into the scattered sites redevelopment plan. Resolution I-435, resolution approving a settlement agreement between the City of East Orange and 11 Sussex Avenue Urban Renewal LLC. Finance Resolution I-436, payroll number 25. Resolution I-4, bill claims and appropriations. Resolution I-437, tax appeal refund. Resolution I-438, legal transfers, current year 2025. Resolution I-439, duplicate tax payments. And Resolution I-440, resolution authorizing the renewal of membership in the Public Entity Joint Insurance Fund. Health and educational resolutions, housing licensing and inspectional resolutions, planning and grants. Resolution I-441, resolution awarding a professional services contract to Civitas as grant consultant for the City of East Orange. Resolution I-442, resolution accepting and adopting the City of East Orange Urban Enterprise Zone UEZ 5-year zone development plan and zone boundary modification. Public safety, no resolutions. Public works, resolution I-443, resolution authorizing the award of a contract to William J. Gorini to provide general plumbing services at municipal buildings. Resolution I-444, resolution authorizing the award of a contract to Oxford Electrical to provide electrical services to municipal facilities. Law and legislation, no resolutions. Mr. Chairman, that concludes the items on the consent agenda.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Gomez?
Yes.
Councilman Monk?
Yes.
Councilman Linius? Councilwoman Fauntleroy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Holman? Councilman Awe? Councilman James? Mr. Chairman,
Yes. Consent agenda passes.
new business, regular agenda. There's no table legislation for this evening. Report of standing committees, Arts, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs. Councilman Monk.
No legislation at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Business Development and Zoning, Councilman James. Thank you. Finance, Councilman Linius.
No resolution at this time.
Thank you. Health and Education, Councilwoman Fauntleroy.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I have no legislation at this time.
Thank you. Housing Licensing and Inspection, Councilman Awe. Thank you. Planning and Grants, in the absence of Councilwoman Garrett Ward, Councilman Gomez.
Good evening, Madam Clerk. No legislation this evening.
Thank you. Public Safety, in the absence of Councilwoman Lewis, Councilman Monk.
No legislation at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Public Works, Councilman Gomez.
No legislation this evening, Madam Clerk.
Thank you. Law and Legislation, Councilwoman Holman.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I have ordinance on second and final reading, ordinance number 41 of 2025, to be read by title only.
Ordinance number 41 of 2025, ordinance of the City of East Orange, County of Essex, New Jersey, granting a tax exemption and payments in lieu of taxes with respect to certain property identified as Block 363, Lot 16, 430 William Street, 17, 428 William Street, 18, 420 William Street, and 19, 418 William Street, and authorizing the execution of a financial agreement with 430 William Holdings Urban Renewal LLC in connection therewith.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Gomez?
Yes.
Councilman Monk?
Yes.
Councilman Linius?
No.
Councilwoman Fauntleroy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Holman?
Abstain.
Councilman Awe? Councilman James? Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ordinance number 41 of 2025 passes.
I have ordinance on second and final reading, ordinance number 42 of 2025, to be read by title only.
Ordinance number 42 of 2025, ordinance of the City of East Orange, County of Essex, New Jersey, granting a tax exemption and payments in lieu of taxes with respect to certain property identified as Block 31, Lot 1, Block 40, Lot 1, and Block 180, Lot 1, 100 Sussex Avenue, and authorizing the execution of a financial agreement with 100 Sussex Urban Renewal LLC in connection therewith.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Gomez?
Yes.
Councilman Monk?
Yes.
Councilman Linius?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fauntleroy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Holman?
Abstain.
Councilman Awe? Councilman James? Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ordinance number 42 of 2025 passes.
Madam Clerk, I'm sorry. I apologize. My vote is no.
I'm sorry?
My vote is no.
Please let the record reflect that Councilman Linius voted no on ordinance number 42 of 2025.
We're good? I also have one ordinance on second and final reading, ordinance number 43 of 2025, to be read by title only.
Ordinance number 43 of 2025, ordinance of the City of East Orange, County of Essex, New Jersey, granting a purchase and sale agreement between the City of East Orange and Greenwood Urban LLC with respect to certain property identified as Block 71, Lot 25.01, 63 Fourth Avenue.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Gomez?
Yes.
Councilman Monk?
Yes.
Councilman Linius?
No.
Councilwoman Fauntleroy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Holman?
Aye.
Councilman Awe? Councilman James? Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ordinance number 43 of 2025 passes.
Also have on second and final reading, ordinance number 44 of 2025, to be read by title only.
Ordinance number 44 of 2025, an ordinance to transfer city property to WG Developers LLC in the Greenwood redevelopment area under the auspices of NJSA 40:12A-1 et sec, known as the Local Redevelopment and Housing Law.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Gomez?
Yes.
Councilman Monk?
Yes.
Councilman Linius?
No.
Councilwoman Fauntleroy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Holman?
Aye.
Councilman Awe? Councilman James? Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ordinance number 44 of 2025 passes. Madam Clerk, point of order real quick. Mr. Hunt, since these are the financial agreements, are we, do we need 7 or are we good with just 6?
I think it's 7 on the financial.
We're good with 7? Need 7. So
You have 7.
I think we got 7. Just want to be on the safe side.
2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On which one we're talking about?
Just want to make sure we're good from 41 all the way to 44.
$41 and $42 is 6. What he said?
So then they didn't pass? Okay. So I stand corrected. I want to be on the record as making sure we stand corrected. 41 and 42 ordinances of 2025 only received 6 votes each in the affirmative, so it did not pass. They did not pass.
Not final.
43, we're good with Mr.
I
Hunt?
thought it was budgetary.
And 44? Okay. Yes. Ron?
He done. He done.
What did he say?
Budgetary has to be 7? So the ones that are financial have to be 7.
Budgetary and financial, two different things.
Budgetary and financial, or did you
Correct.
just say that?
Yeah,
Two
two
different
different
things.
That's why I'm being clear.
They're two distinct different things.
Absolutely.
I agree.
It's all
Yeah,
budgetary.
I believe they all passed.
I thought it was budgetary.
I
that
didn't think you
needed
needed 7.
I thought it
Think
was
when you come
budgetary.
to the budget, you need 7.
Mm-hmm.
When you come to the financial agreements, it's the majority.
I'm sorry? Oh, there is? I didn't know that.
Can you cite it so we're sure? Because these are pretty important projects. That's how it got to the second reading. I just want to be on record what happened.
Because I don't care what nobody said it ain't legal. Because it ain't enough time. All right, now you just making too much noise over here.
Yes, ma'am. Madam Chair, you want to go to ordinance number 45, but don't close your meeting out.
Okay. Is that where I was? Okay.
Yeah.
I have ordinance on second and final reading, ordinance number 45 of 2025, to be read by title only.
Ordinance number 45 of 2025, an ordinance of the City of East Orange and the County of Essex, State of New Jersey, approving a long-term tax exemption and authorizing the execution of a financial agreement by and between the City of East Orange and 75 Halsted East Orange Urban Renewal LLC pursuant to the long-term tax exemption law NJSA 40:A 20-1 et sec.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Gomez?
Yes.
Councilman Monk?
Yes.
Councilman Linius?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fauntleroy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Holman?
Abstain.
Councilman Arway? Councilman James? Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ordinance number 45 passes.
you want to go on to the hearing of citizens? Mr. Chairman?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, open hearing of citizens pursuant to Article 4, Section 3 of the Rules of City Council. Each person wishing to address the council shall step up to the microphone, give his or her name in an audible tone for the record, and unless further time is granted by the presiding officer, shall limit remarks to 3 minutes. All members of the public are expected to conduct themselves in a proper manner. Any derogatory, abusive, or threatening statements will not be permitted. The chair will immediately rule such conduct out of order and terminate any further comments.
Are there any members of the public wishing to address the members of council?
Where's,
Virginia Jeffries, 236 Brighton Avenue, East Orange.
Start the time.
On the agenda, my concern was under law and legislation, ordinances numbers 41 through 45. A, these were presented on December 1st, 2025 at a last-minute virtual city council special meeting where the set time went from 6 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. with extremely short notice posted on the internet from the city council. B, the public had absolutely no ability to make any comments nor ask any questions about these ordinances as the link to submit comments had not been made available. C, furthermore, there was not a set deadline to submit comments either. D, these ordinances were the only items on the agenda for the December 1st, 2025 City Council special meeting. E, presenting and voting on these ordinances without the public input is outrageous and a violation of the Open Public Meetings Act. F, this was a violation of the Open Public Meetings Act, relegating the public to be spectators only and not fully participating under the open hearing of citizens portion of the agenda that specifies public participation in any public meeting. G, the first reading did not take place as only the City Council was allowed input and not the public. Item 2, the East Orange Board of Education Oprah request. In October, I filed an Oprah request regarding correspondence from the former SBA, Marissa McKenzie, of the East Orange Board of Education, to Mayor Ted Green and the East Orange City Council. For some reason, there has been multiple reasons for denying that request, ranging from unidentified sender, to needing additional time, to some vague court order reference. It is quite confusing as well as inconsistent that ever-changing reasons for not providing public records and documents from the East Orange Board of Education. What is the East Orange Board of Education hiding this time? Why is the East Orange Board of Education trying so hard to not disclose correspondence from former School Business Administrator Marissa McKenzie to Mayor Ted Green and the East Orange City Council? Thank you.
First, giving honor to God and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Please remember, God is a spirit and God is love, and Jesus taught us to love God and to love our neighbor and to love one another. And since God is our Father, we're all brothers and sisters, and our young people are all our sons and daughters, and our young people are all God's children, our children. And please remember, now abideth faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. And yes, please remember, I still believe that there is hope for our young people, here in East Orange. And as always, I'm still asking, pleading, begging you all to remember all of our young people who've passed away here in East Orange, especially since 1975, because I'm ashamed to say we have a long pattern here in East Orange that when a young person passes away, it gets a lot of attention at first, and then a little bit of time passes, and the attention goes right back down. And I do thank Chairman Pullins when he wrote me back on October 7th, and I know that you were sincere in what you wrote, but I'm sorry, what you wrote just wasn't correct. Because, again, when you all start with your moment of silence, at least I know up until tonight, usually it's, like I said, I respect all the people it's for, but remember, usually when you have a moment of silence, it's usually just for particular people, and then, yes, it's usually just for particular people. And I'm sorry to say it's not for all of our young people who've passed away. And please remember, you all do usually at least one memorial like a month. And please remember, God blessed me to actually to read a list to you all on 1/8/24. And like I said, if you all had just recognized one young person a month, then you all could have recognized you know, all the young people, like I said, on my list, but also even more than that. And you all could have recognized over 20 young people by now. And I remember you said that you respect my First Amendment right to read the list. And since, I'm sorry to say, since you all haven't, remember like the rules say, I have 3 minutes unless further time is granted. So this time I'm begging you to have further time, since it's the last meeting of the year, to at least read the names of some of our young people. So please know, this is just a partial list of our young people who passed away in East Orange since 1975. Derek Humphrey, 18. Lindsay Adams, 18. Obie, that's in a name and age. I'm sorry, so Derek Humphrey, 18. Lindsay Adams, 18. Obie Dumas, I think it was 20. James Scarborough, 22. Cornell Simpkins was 16. Mark Lawson was 26. Sade Muniz was only 14. Rashawn Davis was 20. Aquila Flood, and I hope and pray, well, everybody's important, but I remember one young man said he could even remember Aquila. That was a young lady who got killed, I think, just before her prom. Aquila Flood, 17. Juliana Hernandez, she was only 15. She was a young lady committed suicide, you know, at 15. Mukhtar Tariq, 17. Latrell Duncan, 16. And Nicholas Edwards, 18. So if you'll let me, I'd like to give a copy of this list to Sister Cynthia Brown and her staff, and prayerfully could be placed in the minutes. And may I have, thank you. And then prayerfully, at least we'll have it on record, and I can try to share it with the, you know, with the mothers and the families of the young people. And because please remember, well, like I said, because now's the holidays, and when you all are celebrating with your holidays, please think about all the mothers and families who are not able to have their young people, you know, with them, you know, during, well, all year long, and especially at this time during the holidays. And I hope and pray that God is laying on my spirit to try to raise awareness about our young people who've passed away, especially since 1975. And I still believe we have to try to teach all of our young people to love God, to love their neighbor, to love themselves, and to love one another. And as always, I love and thank and super appreciate Sister Cynthia Brown and her staff. And I, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for all my mistakes. And please remember, I take full responsibility for my comments, literally with my life. And may God bless all you all. Well, may thank you all for all you all do for all of our people, especially our young people, because they're all God's children. And may God bless all you all and all your families, and have blessed holidays. And may God bless all our people, and especially our young people, because they're all God's children. And we ask these all need blessings in Jesus' name and for his sake. Amen.
Amen.
Did anyone else wishing to address members of council, please step forward. Seeing none, this portion of the meeting is closed.
Mr. Chairman and Councilwoman Holman,
Yes.
Councilman Linius wishes to change his vote on ordinance number 41 of 2025. Councilman? Your vote? Councilman, let the record show that Councilman Linius voted yes on ordinance number 41 of 2025, and he would also like to change his vote on ordinance 42 of 2025. Councilman? Let the record show that Councilman Linius voted yes on ordinance number 42 of 2025. Mr. Chairman, that concludes the items on the council agenda for this evening, and we've had our open hearing of citizens.
Thank you, Madam Clerk, and thank you, Councilman Linius. I'll now move to the call of the wards. Councilman, the Honorable Christopher D. James.
Mr. Chairman, before you do,
Yeah.
I would like to get a confirmation of that, whether or not it's just budgetary for 7, or is it financial? Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Hunt, can you just have someone in your office give that to Kaylin so all the members of the council can have that? I think it's Title 40, right? Yeah. Councilman James.
Thank you, Chairman. Just want to wish everyone a happy holiday going into this holiday season. And to you, Chairman, I want to thank you for all the great work you did as chair. As a number of us sit here, have been in that seat. It's not an easy place to be, dealing with all the, everyone on this council, dealing with the administration, dealing with all the issues of the city. You did it as a yeoman, did a yeoman's job with it, communicating well with the body, making sure we all knew what was going on. So I just want to thank you for your service and your time as chair. I'm sure you want to be over with so you can just, actually have a life again and not get calls on the weekends and nights and things like that. But just a great job. I want to thank you for all you did during your tenure. That's all I have, Chairman.
Thank you, Councilman, appreciate you. Second Ward, Councilman Alway.
Thank you, Chairman. I want to be quick. One, let me commend the administration. We had snow that was on the ground. I happened to be out there driving from town to town. I would love to, to Director Collins and her staff. It was a pleasure to see that, when you're going from town to town, in particular our neighboring towns where we had blacktop and everyone else was still, struggling. So, your man or your woman's job on how we handle the snowstorm, and I just want to commend the administration on that. And hopefully that, spreads over to some of our residents. And I know sometimes it's a little bit tough, in particular for our elderly residents, so I'm going to ask our neighbors just to, check on your neighbors and, to be kind during this holiday season. If you know that a neighbor is maybe they're out of town or they're struggling a little bit, let's see if we can make arrangements and help them out. And feel free to call us, too, here at City Hall if there's any neighbors that they're having issues with clearing their sidewalks or so on and so forth. I want to touch on, I had a great opportunity last Friday to represent the city at the Prudential Center as we gave commendation to a great recording artist, Burna Boy, who's native Nigerian. And I want to thank everyone for spreading the word and sharing it, and it seemed to be a movement, and it was just a distinct honor to be up there representing our city amongst all of those people. A lot of people was wondering why we were there, but I think we, obviously, it shows the respect that we have in terms of the work we do in our community, and the work we do, but particularly in the African community as well, that they wanted representation from our city there, and they reached out. And so, I want to thank all the staff that was able to throw stuff together very quickly so we can get there and do that. I want to echo the sentiments of Chairman James, to you, Chairman. There's been people that sat in that seat before, and I think anyone that sat in that seat bring their style, obviously, and I can appreciate the way you served and sat in that seat, the grace that you've shown under pressure, and sometimes I think when you sit in that seat, you get to reflect on your tenure when you was there, and same way, there's attributes that I wish I had from Chairman James and attributes from Chairwoman Holman and others that sat in that seat, and I think you just added on to that. So I commend you, sir. We all know it's not an easy job. I welcome you to having your life back. But I think, again, like I said, in particular the times we're in now, right? I think each one had, really signature moments within this, while you sat in that seat, of moments in time of what was happening. And anyone that's in any level of leadership in this time right now in this country is not easy. And so, respect to you, sir. Job well done. And I think you've left a firm foundation for whoever else is going to sit up there to continue and pass the baton. So we commend you, sir, for your service. And with that being said, I wish everyone happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of the like, and it's the best in the new year to every family here in East Orange. I pray God's protection over everyone, and blessings and all the reasons to rejoice in the coming new year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Monk.
Thank you. I too, Chairman, will commend you for your service. I want to thank you personally, first and foremost, for leading me to the water sometimes processes, and just being a good councilman amongst my colleagues and for the residents. I can truly say that you have been there every week, every month in my tenure as a council person, and I truly appreciate that type of camaraderie in this position, and I wish you well, as you look back and reflect on your tenure and what you've done. Got several announcements here. First and foremost, I definitely, Councilman Alway hit the nail on the head by commending DPW. Always want to commend them on the work they do, because no matter when the weather comes, they're here to deal with it whatever day of the week it is. They have to adjust their schedule, so we tip our hats your way to all DPW employees. Happy holidays to the rest of East Orange employees. May you have a wonderful holiday if you celebrate that, or just time off with your family as you take your vacations. I'm going to start, I've got more news on a lighter side, but we've all saw the gun violence that occurred around the world, and we encourage people here in East Orange to remain in prayer for those people whose families are changed forever, as our resident just said at the microphone. And we encourage you also to get those who may need help or answers to things that they're seeing in the world so that they deal with these things in a more rational way. Now, on to the lighter note, this Friday, actually, we're doing a toy, East Orange Administration, Mayor Green is doing a toy giveaway December 18th at 5 p.m. The Cicely Tyson High School Choir will be here at City Hall Friday, 12 p.m., December 19th. Later that evening, the mayor has a holiday caravan starting at 6 p.m. Most recently, through our Moet program, of which Councilman Alway was in great support of, the home health aides, we had 26 graduates, which is the largest amount of home health aid graduates that we've had in that program. And today here at City Hall, we had today was the interest meeting here in City Hall for the next class of home health aides. So East Orange is doing a lot of things. Please go to the Mayor's Office of Employment Training, 90 Halsted, for any programs for anybody that may need a job, aside from 50 South Clinton, which is the county labor department. This past weekend, our East Orange Junior Jaguars won the 2025 UYFL Division II National Championship. Everybody give that a round of applause. Because of that, this Saturday, December 20th, there will be a victory parade at 11 a.m. here at City Hall, and there will be a celebration rally at 12 p.m. at Campus High School gym. Now to some other things with the residents. Actually, I'm going to jump to December 29th. Director Pearson and staff, coordinators, Pam Smith. We have a Kwanzaa celebration, December 29th from 5 to 7 p.m. At the Bowser Family Center. That again, 90 Halsted Street in East Orange. We have guest speakers. Please come out. That is a very vibrant program and a great way to close out your year and celebrate your Kwanzaa with the city administration, staff. Parking. I know parking is a big concern. I've been getting a lot of calls and text messages about what we're going to do for Christmas. People wanted more parking for Thanksgiving. Have spoken to Director Cooper about doing some parking on Elmwood. That update will come from the Parking Authority on Evergreen. It's not Elmwood, excuse me, on Evergreen, for those that live in the Second Ward and will need parking for their family and kids that have come home from school. Look for that update soon. And parking permits are online. Please go to the East Orange Parking Authority website to get parking permits. You do not have to come to City Hall to buy your permit if you're at work. We will encourage our residents also to shop local here in East Orange for whatever you can during the holiday to support these businesses. We do understand that tariffs have affected everything, but try to shop local. There are a lot of great stores and shops that may be able to fill some of your Christmas needs. And lastly, to our property owners, please ensure that you are salting the sidewalks within the appropriate time so that you do not receive fines. And lastly, Councilman Alway and I had a block association meeting on Saturday about concerns, and we will continue to do that in 2026. We encourage everyone to just greet your neighbors during this holiday and show some love like we used to in East Orange. With that, Chairman, I yield.
Thank you, Councilman Monk. Councilman Linius.
Thank you so much, Chairman Pullins. On Wednesday the 17th, my sister and I, along with Chairman Pullins and a whole host of other sponsors, doing our toy drive at Bacchanal Junction, located, or part of it, most of it's in East Orange, but the address is on Bloomfield. The front address is on Bloomfield, but I'm asking humbly for your support, for everyone to come out. The toys will go to needy organizations and to ensure that everyone has a proper and happy Christmas. I want to just give kudos to Brother Lamar, for championing the fight and making sure that all our young people, especially those who have been who lost their lives due to gun violence and/or some form of violence, that they're recognized and honored. And I just want to say thank you to you, Brother Lamar, for continuing to keep their names on our tongues and in our hearts. They are gone, but they are never forgotten. And I just want to say a prayer to those people's families, because I know especially during the holidays, it's a time of remembrance. And I just want to say from my heart to yours, we are with you, we pray for you, and we continue to pray for your coverage. To Chairman Pullins, my brother, I just want to say thank you for your leadership. When you assumed the mantle, I mentioned that you had to fill big shoes of Chairman Awe, and you did that, and you made up your own shoes. You got your own pair of shoes. It's fitting you bought a new pair yesterday too, I think. But so I just want to say thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your transparency. Thank you for your availability. Just thank you for taking those bumps and bruises, and being the face of everything. And we truly appreciate you and truly appreciate your direction. And to the incoming chair, we just pray for their protection and coverage and leadership as well. Because in these times, that's what we need. We need leadership and direction, and just praying for that. And I know he probably doesn't want this, but I just want to say to Mr. Steplight, I just want to say thank you, sir. I don't know where you are, but I just want to say thank you for your service to the city. I know this is probably your last meeting, but everything that you did over these years, I just want to say thank you. I know it's not an easy job, and it never has been and never will be, but just that's all I'm going to say. Thank you. To our Junior Jaguars. Oh, there you go. I know he's listening somewhere, so to our Junior Jaguars, kudos to you, Junior Jaguars. You represented yourselves in the city well. I know the mayor mentioned, even though they were down there, they were still doing their homework. They were still being tutored, still learning, and that's the most important aspect. This is just icing on the cake, bringing that championship home to the city. We are very and humbly proud of you, to all of our Junior Jaguars, to everything, and the parents of those Junior Jaguars for being out there in the cold, being out there late at night during practices, going to the parent meetings, everything that you did to prepare our young people. Thank you, and kudos to you as well. And thank you, Chairman. I yield.
Thank you, Councilman Linius. Councilman Gomez.
Thank you, Chairman. First of all, happy holidays, everyone. And I also would like to, I want to keep it brief, but I would like to thank you, Chairman, for your leadership, your guidance, and your mentoring throughout the years. As everyone stated, it's a very difficult position. It's not for everyone, and that's why I won't be up there, because you need a special personality to be able to deal with all the different things that come at you and be able to do it in a way that is fair and equitable, and you've done that. You've been a great role model of what leadership is, and I deeply admire you for that, and I've learned a lot from you, and also from all my colleagues. I think we've had a very eventful year, but a very productive year, and I look forward to the upcoming year. To Mr. Steplight, I heard things, but I didn't hear anything official, but if this is his last meeting, I want to thank him also for his leadership, his guidance, his vision, and again, it's a very difficult position that he held, but he did it with distinction and with honor and with grace. And again, someone else that I've learned a great deal from. And just not to reiterate what's been said, everything that's been said is, been said well. I just wish everyone a happy new year, a great holiday, and I just pray for peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Linius. Councilwoman Holman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let me first start with thanking you for your leadership, the way that you led, making yourself accessible, but most importantly, being transparent with everything through this legislative body and with the administration. I can appreciate that. You didn't do things behind closed doors. You made us abreast of every step along the way, and I can appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't want to sound like you're going anywhere because you're going to be right here. But a good job, well done to you. To Brother Lamar, I just want to let you know that we do acknowledge those that we've lost along the way at the time of their death. We've always recognized any young person, some of the names that you've recognized, we have from this dais comforted the family and gave a moment of silence for them every time there is a death in the community, whether it's from violence, fire, whatever it is, we always recognize that. Just wanted to let you know that. And lastly, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you may celebrate, and looking forward to the new year.
Thank you, Councilwoman Holman. Councilwoman Fauntleroy.
Thank you, Chairman. First, I'd like to say to the entire municipal populace, it is an honor to serve, and I appreciate your confidence daily, and so I look forward to doing that again next year. Thank you, Chairman, for your guidance, for your leadership, for your mentorship these past years as chairman. Also, thank you to Vice Chairwoman Lewis for her leadership in the vice chair seat. Thank you to Mayor Green for your administration. To my colleagues for all of your work, I truly appreciate you. It has been a great year, but a tough year, especially towards the end. We've had a lot of losses individually and collectively as a community. So I send big hugs out to the East Orange community. I want to say thank you always to our public safety because you all have our backs day and night. We don't at all ever underestimate the sacrifice and the service that you give us. And I want to wish a happy holiday to each and every one of you from my house to yours. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Councilwoman. And last but not least, and I'll certainly make this as brief as possible, I want to start out by thanking my wife and my children because they serve along with me. So if they're watching on Facebook, thank you. I want to first congratulate Mayor Green, Councilman James, Councilman Awe, Councilman Linius, Councilwoman Garrett Ward, and from the mighty fifth, Councilwoman Alicia Holman for all being reelected and who will be sworn in on January 1st as Cicely Tyson. So can we please give them a round of applause? It is definitely an honor and a blessing to represent this august body. And I took your support and your votes serious when we set out this journey 2 years ago. And what I'm going to read to you now is not a reflection of the chairman. It's a reflection of 10 solid members of council that worked diligently with the mayor, Mr. Steplight, and the members of the administration to move forward. While all of the members and the directors share a special place with me, I do want to take this opportunity to point out that one director whom spent much time while we were in Washington on the phone with us as members of council, understanding the charge that we put forward with Mayor Green and Mr. Steplight to turn the corner. And we've turned the corner, working closely with Mr. Steplight, working closely especially with Director Cohen. As we close out on 2025, the East Orange City Council, you all, reflects with the pride on a year defined by progress, accountability, and forward-thinking leadership. This year, the council advanced 17 major redevelopment designations, driving historical levels of investment while ensuring that growth remained inclusive and community-focused. These efforts resulted in 253 affordable housing units across multiple affordability tiers, including units serving households at 30, 50, 60, and 80% area median income, reinforcing the council's commitment to housing stability and economic equity. Collectively, approved redevelopment projects represents more than $425 million in estimated construction investment, generating meaningful economic activity, job creation through the city. Through the negotiated community benefit agreements, these projects are projected to generate over $4.5 million in direct community revenue, while pilot agreements are expected to yield $85.7 million in additional revenue to support municipal services and long-time physical health. In addition to these transformative redevelopment initiatives, the council strengthened housing and property maintenance standards, supported public safety and emergency preparedness reforms, and to exercise strong fiscal stewardship through responsible budgeting, strategic capital and investments. Equally important, we remain committed to transparency, accessibility, and ensuring that our legislative process stayed open, inclusive, and responsive to residents. It has been an honor to serve at the helm as the chair of the East Orange City Council for the past 2 years. I look forward to continuing to work alongside of you in the year ahead as we build on this momentum for the benefit of all of us here in the great city of East Orange. Each of you, tip of the hat, take a bow, because you're a demonstration of excellence when we work collectively as a whole. Thank you so much. And on that note, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Chairman?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Oh, if at all possible, I'd like to take a picture with the members of council, with the members of the administration, and those members of the public willing by this beautiful tree.
And Chairman, I just wanted to also note that this is Director Henry's last
Yes,
council meeting.
it escapes me, but Director Henry, our director of the health department, this is his last day. Let's give Director Henry a round of applause.
Mr. Henry.
Thank you for your service.
I completely forgot Mr. Henry. That is.